Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. I am busy sitting doing some of Belinda's. I'm onto one of the sleeves here. But I'm on another rant today. That's all I ever seem to do these days is rants. This is a printer and internet rant. It was a few days ago. I had quite a lot of orders. I've been selling some on eBay, selling some of my patterns. I have 15 patterns that I've made myself, and I was selling the 15 patterns for £15, so they're getting them for £1 each, plus £2.50 for the postage. Now I had quite a few, and this was 2 or 3 days ago. I had quite a few to parcel up and all that, and 1 or 2 of them needed an extra pattern in here and there to make up the 15, and I had some other ones as well with smaller packets as well. So I thought I'll go through all my patterns, and I wrote down how many I wanted of each one, and I'll just do 5 of each because that's what I do. I do 5 patterns, and once they run out I just replace with another 5. When I use the last one I put and do another 5. So I thought, well, with having all these 15, selling all these 15, that's 1 of each, I'll just do 5 of each pattern. So, you know, I had the printer up in this room, in my workroom, which was handy because it's just down the bottom of the bed, and I could just sit along the bottom of the bed and just press all the buttons there. So anyway, I put all the paper in, and I went on to, I use Adobe for printing out my patterns, and so I printed out, I typed out, I went in which ones I wanted, and I put 5 of each, just one after the other, and started the printer off. First one started printing. You know, my printer usually goes like that, and they're out in a few seconds, and it comes out and it turns it over automatically and prints out the other side as well. But it just wasn't doing that. Nothing was working right on it, and it was going very, very slow, and it was just printing about 1 inch on the paper, and then it was stopping and it would start again, and I was having to stop the to switch it off and on again to get it, and then have to go through all that again to put all those things back in again that I had put into print. And I thought, oh, hell with that, I'm just going to put one lot in at a time. The trouble that, so that's what I started doing, and it started doing the same thing again. I had quite a few where it was printing maybe 1 inch, 2 inches or something, and then it was stopping, and I thought, oh God, I've got some orders here. I need these patterns for to fill out some of the orders, and it kept doing that, and I eventually got it working, and I got enough out for to post off all the patterns that I had. Never thought no more about it until this morning. Decided, checking my patterns again, I thought I'll print 1 or 2 out. Sorted the printer, switched it on, started it, and it come out with, I think I set 5, the first 5 I put in. I thought I'm just going to do them 1 lot at a time, and said I usually put them all in and they just keep printing them all out from what I've told it to do. But I thought, with the trouble I had the other day, I'm just going to do the 1 lot at a time and wait until they're printed before I put the rest in. Maybe I'm just putting too much into the printer or the computer, because I do it through the computer, and the computer, it's like wireless, and it goes through to the printer. So the same thing started happening today. I was getting 1 inch or something coming out, and then it was conking out. So I thought, oh, maybe, you know, I couldn't get it going properly, and I went into the workings of the printer and all that, and it suggested that I needed to reset it, install it again. So I went through all that cloth, what you have to do for to install it, putting the you know, the password thing in for your internet and all the rest of it, and I think I did that twice and it still wouldn't work. and I was starting to get myself annoyed by this time, like, and anyway, I was standing near it. I had sorted it out, and I had picked up my laptop, and I was standing over where the I'll turn my computer around and show you where the table thing is. That's my table there that you see along there. That's where I had the printer. It's not there now, and I'll tell you why. But it was very handy because it was just at the bottom of the bed, and all I had to do was sit on the bottom of the bed and just press buttons and everything. But anyway, but I seen I was having this trouble again, and it was spluttering and stuttering, and I think I had the computer on my table in front of me, and I picked the laptop up, and I walked over beside the table, and then I heard a noise in my passage downstairs. Sounded like the letterbox. I thought, oh, I must have some letters coming there. So I walked out of the room, standing at the top of the stairs. I could see down the passage, and I could see where the router was for the internet there down the bottom of the stairs. And there was some letters had come through my post box. But while I was standing there, I happened to look on the bottom of my computer. It shows you the internet, you get 4 little bars, like little wavy things like that on it, and there's 4 of them. Usually when it's in this room, there's lucky if you get 2, and I walked to the head of the stairs, and it just shot up to those 4 things, and my printer just started printing out all the things I had put in. And I suddenly realised where it was after all that clout I had been doing, trying to get that printer working and all that. It was the internet. There must be too many things in this room interfering with it. So I just left my computer, I put it on the floor at the top of the stairs and let it print out the patterns that was coming through on my printer. And when it had finished, I've unplugged it, everything, and I've had to take it back downstairs and put it where I had it before. But I thought I had everything up in this room where I wouldn't have to bother about having anything downstairs in my living room. It's in my dining room, actually. But I did try other rooms. I just used my laptop. I walked in this. I have a small bedroom and the large bedroom. The large bedroom's what I use for myself. And I had the same problem in each room. I just walked in with the computer, and I could see on the little thing along the bottom of the computer that there just wasn't enough internet. It was only on one little bar. In fact, it went off altogether in one of the rooms. So I thought, there must be too much interference upstairs. I don't know whether it's too much metal or too much of what, but I just cannot use that printer upstairs. That was why I was having so much trouble. But when it was printing, the internet, the signal must have went up a little bit higher when it was working, when I didn't realise it was the internet that was causing all this problem. But I've spent hours trying to sort that computer out. I wish I'd realised that in the first place. It would have saved myself a lot of trouble. So it's back downstairs where it was before, working perfectly, nothing wrong with it. Like I said, these things come to try me, and they're trying me a lot these days. But anyway, I'm busy. That's what I'm saying. I've done the sleeve on, part of the way up the sleeve on Belinda's cardigan, so I'll get a bit more of that done this afternoon because it is only 3 o'clock now. It's turning quite dark as well. It must be going to rain, I think. And I've done 15 minutes on everything today, except my cardigan. I forgot all about my own, but I did. Where have I put the little cardigan? I've lost the little cardigan. It must be over on my table. Yes, it is. I'll bring some of the things over here that I have to show you as well, because I had them on my table. And I have done, that's the back, one front, and the second front. So I did the right front today, and added a bit more to the tutorial for this, so I only have the sleeves to do now, but I only need to knit one sleeve because the tutorial, they're both the same. You only show how to do one sleeve on the tutorial, so I did that. That took a little bit longer than 15 minutes. I wait until I do everything first, 15 minutes on everything, and the time I have left from then up until lunchtime, I knit whatever I have to knit of this and do the tutorial for it. So I have my contraption on the end of my table as well. I brought that upstairs because that was downstairs on my dining table, and I'll show you that. I'll turn my computer around again. There, you can see it on the end of the table there. So I just fix my phone into it and do whatever. I shift everything off the table, out of the way off the table, and then just do the little bit video onto there. So that's the little cardigan done, and I used up what was left of the ball again on this, so it's getting quite long. You see, I'm not sure how far down it goes. Well, it's touching my ankles at the bottom, and it is just, I'll show you here. That's where it comes up to from my ankles. So I need to do about that much more to get it to waist level up here, and about that much more on the bottom so it covers your feet. So I'll fold that back up again. So I finished, that was part of a ball that was left on it. Put that over there. And I did a bit more on the scarf. I think I actually did 10 rows. I counted the rows as I was knitting for the 15 minutes. And there's probably about half of the ball, a bit more than half of the ball left there. So there's not much more than that will be finished. And I'll be able to put that onto eBay for anyone that may be interested in it. Fold it up. And a couple more rows on my crochet on the phone pouch. Actually, that was all I did, 2 rows on that. It does take a lot longer with this yarn being, it's just split, it's just not wound. All the strands are all loose, they're not wound. You have to be very careful when you put the hook in that you're going through all of the strands, because if you only go through half of them, you come up, you got little bits sticking up here and there. And so I'll get a bit more of that done, probably get that one finished tomorrow, I would think, because I'll be taking it to my bingo tomorrow night, so I'll not bother doing any tomorrow morning on it. I'll take it to my bingo tomorrow night. And I haven't done any, like I said, I didn't do any on mine. I forgot all about mine, but I'm going to do it after I've had my tea. Before I start on Val's, I'm going to do my 15 minutes on that. And that's how much I had done on Val's. The front's getting a bit longer. I'll wrap those needles and things up inside there. And I only got a couple of rows done on this because I did 1 row and I made a mistake. I had this in the wrong place, so I had to take that row back again. So I only managed 2 rows on that, so it doesn't look like it's much longer. And I think I did about 4 rows. I'm not going to uncurl it. I've got the thing fastened in to keep it together, but it's getting quite long. That'll not be much more for that to get that one finished. Put all those back in the bag. When I get those baby blankets finished out there, that bag will be empty. Put the scarf in as well. And pick up my knitting again. Do a bit more of this. I have a couple more hours, about 2.5 more hours I can work on this one for Belinda's, and then I'll start on 15 minutes on my own, then I'll be on Val's again. No mistakes, hopefully. You have to count 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on to an increasing row. That'll be pearl. Have to work which stitch I'm going to do. The knit. And that's it. It's increased at the start and increasing at the end. So that's my little bit for today. Another rant and another little bit of what I've been up to. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time. Bye for now.